What's up peeps, Proxy here. I just wanted to make this quick little video because I'm going on holiday again this year. And unlike last year, I don't have any videos scheduled to upload, so I won't be seeing much of me. I decided to make this video just to explain why I won't be here, as well as just try something new that will hopefully be entertaining, since I enjoy Pokemon videos and hearing about what other people think of the games. So I decided to show you my opinions and what I think about the games. And yes, I would just like to stress, these are my opinions. Don't rage at me if your favourite Pokemon is on this list. After all, we're all allowed to have our say on these fictional monster species. Before I start, here are a few dishonourable mentions. Oh, and the video isn't scripted after this point, so you are about to witness my pure unfiltered rage. At number 10 we have Azumarill. Now, you might be surprised why this is on the list because of how much I like Gen 2. Well, you'll see just by looking at it. Its design is just stupid. It's just like an egg with rabbit ears. Like, I don't know what they were going for. Did they just think, oh, you know what? I like Easter. That's a good celebration. You know what we should do? We should just take that and turn it into a Pokemon. Just no. This doesn't work. I think what I really hate about Gen 2 is there's two specific Pokemon. I will get to the other one, right? Where literally all they've done is just taken sort of a round shaped animal and put like cartoon rabbit ears on it. I think that looks stupid. It doesn't fit well with me. It doesn't look like a rabbit. It just looks bad. And I think it's a shame because I like Marill. It's cute and it's got a nice design. It's nice, but Azumarill is just so stupid looking. I just don't like it. Number 9 we have the Pineco line. Now, my hate with these is sort of personal. It's just, I think, again, I don't like the design of this. They just don't look that nice to me. I mean they're not terrible, but it's just a bug shaped like a pine cone, and then when it evolves, it's just like, I don't even know what that's meant to be. But yeah, the hate with this I have is slightly personal because, like, the worst thing is when you don't like a Pokemon, but it comes from a 10-kilometer egg on Pokemon Go. So you walk 10 kilometers to hatch a Pokemon you don't like. And this has happened twice to me. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, I just don't like these. You know, they're only number 9 because, like, the hate I feel isn't like, I mean, it's personal, but it's not personal. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know, number 9, Pineco line, just all of them, ew. At number 8 we have Scizor. And now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to be shocked by this one, because just like, oh, but you love Scyther so much. Well, that's pretty much why I don't like Scizor. They just took Scyther, which was already good, and didn't need an evolution. Gave it an evolution that was just bad in my opinion. I don't like its design or anything. I wish it was just like a rival to Scyther. Like, it didn't have anything to do with Scyther, like it wasn't an evolution of Scyther. Like, I just wish it was just like, they got Scyther and then, oh, they got this rival Pokemon. Kind of like what they did with Zangoose and Seviper. Because, Scizor's stats don't change when evolving from Scyther to Scizor. All it does is it gets a different typing. Well, I mean, its base stats don't change, like the base stat total. I mean, the stats obviously change, like, it gets slower, but then it gets a buff in something else. But, like, what I like about Scyther is that it's a speedy bug, and it's a good bug Pokemon. You don't get many of those. And Scizor was just not needed. That's why I just don't like Scizor. Yeah, this is probably the one I'm gonna get the most hate for. This, and there's another one on here that a lot of people like. I just don't like Sizzle. Enough said. Number 7, we have Jinx. Now, this and the last Pokemon on this list, they were originally honorable mentions, but then I remembered just how much I hate these in comparison to the other Pokemon that were originally in their place. Jinx just... I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Jinx actually scares me. Just the face, just the mouth, and the... It doesn't have a neck. And it's got weird hands, and it's got spikes on its dress. It just doesn't... It falls right into the uncanny valley to me. You know what? It just does. And people are gonna be like, oh, if you hate Jinx, why do you like Mr. Mime? Mr. Mime's cute. Jinx is not cute. Jinx is like the complete opposite of cute. If you could make a physical thing out of the word ugly, it would probably be Jinx. You know what? It would probably be prettier than Jinx, because Jinx is like uglier than ugly. I just hate Jinx. I just hate it. Like everything on this list, I just hate it. At number 6, we have Dustox. I'm sure pretty much most of you know, unless you're new, I despise moths. They scare me. They just creep me out. This is like one of my biggest fear is moths. And quite recently in my bedroom, I had like an infestation of moths. And they were just, oh, I hate moths. They terrify me. Absolutely terrify me. And Dustox is probably the scariest moth Pokemon. Again, another Pokemon that just plain scares me, and that's why I don't like it. Oh. This is why Venomoth was an honorable mention. I mean, Venomoth, yeah, that's pretty creepy, but I mean, at least its eyes don't look like this! Oh, it just creeps me out, and it's probably the hands down the scariest Pokemon in my opinion. It just terrifies me. And again, it's just ugly. I don't like the design of it. It just... Ew. This is the one you're all gonna be cross with me about. At number 5, it's Volcarona. Yep. 2 more of my fears. Moths and fire! A fire moth Pokemon that everyone likes! And I don't like it, so it's something, you see it everywhere, and people are just like, whoa, it's so good, whoa. I'm like, no! Again, it's got the weird eye thing going on, and it's a moth, but this time, what makes it worse than Dustox is that not only is it a fire moth, but it's also popular, so everybody uses it. So you see it a lot, and I don't want to see moths a lot, as I'm pretty sure that's been evident throughout this video. Yeah. At number 4, we have the entire Poliwag evolution line. Oh boy, where do I begin? I hate these designs! They're just so dumb looking to me, and like, I don't know, the only good one is Politoed. Maybe it's the blue that puts me off. I mean, you'd think I'd like swirly things because I like swirly things, but there's just something wrong with these swirly things. And besides, when the middle one, I keep forgetting its name, but I don't even care, when that evolves into Poliwrath, it just, all it does, literally the only change is that it gets angrier. I mean, you've heard about, all that happens with Grimer when it evolves into Muck is that it gets bigger, and it's just a bigger pile of sludge. That is ingenious when compared to Poly middle guy. When it turns into Poly last guy, all it does, it gets cross. It gets as cross as I get when I see this thing, because on Pokemon Go, you see it in gyms everywhere because people like it because, oh, it's good, it's a good frog. No, it's not a good frog. It doesn't even look like a frog. Do you look at this and think frog? No, you don't. And also, where is its mouth? How does this thing eat? It's just a bad design in my opinion. Oh, I told you we would get to this. At number 3, it's Sentret. Again, just with the rabbit ears on a round body. What makes it worse is, I hate its cry. Its cry is just pathetically pathetic. And the fact that it evolves into Furret, one of my all-time favourite Pokemon, just makes it so much worse because you have to catch one of these and you have to look at it until it evolves. Oh! And it's even worse by the fact that in Pokemon Go, they are everywhere. So whenever I turn on the game, I have to look at this stupid thing. At number 2, we have Electrode. Enough said. This used to be my least favourite Pokemon just because of how stupid it is. It's just circle with a dumb face. It's not even like Voltorb. I don't mind because, is a possessed Pokeball by a Haunter. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea, right? But then when it evolves into Electrode, it just gets a stupid grin and it gets bigger. And it's just a stupid face. It's a really stupid face. I just want to kick it, you know? And I suppose it makes sense because when Haunter evolves into Gengar, all that really happens is it gets bigger and it gets a dumb grin. But with Gengar, the dumb grin actually kind of makes it look spooky, you know? It looks mischievous. But with Electrode, it just looks like that one kid in school, you know, back in primary school that would just say the most stupidest things to try and be funny, but he was never funny. That's Electrode. That's what this face. That's the vibe I get from this face. It's just stupid. I mean, it makes sense, but it also doesn't. It's just a dumb design. It's just a circle with a face. Oh, I'm just getting so cross with it now. Oh, I should probably move on to the next one before I explode, just like Electrode does. Okay, that was pretty bad. Oh, and at number 1, anyone who has known me for any time will have seen this coming from a mile away. At number 1, drumroll please. That was a drumroll. It is the one and only Mantine! Just this thing screams everything I hate to see in a Pokemon. Its cry is ridiculous. It sounds like an error message and it just sounds like pathetically weak, you know? It just sounds like it's just... Oh, it just sounds like, you know, that in a video game where there's like an escort mission but the person you're escorting just like gets panicked the whole time. It just, that's it. Mantine's cry, it just makes it sound panicked. It's like when I held a lamb and it screamed at me even though its mum was like literally 2 steps away. It just, that's the level of pathetic Mantine is at. Its design as well. Why is its feeders on the top of its head like antennae? That's not how a manta ray works! Oh, and I like manta rays. They're so cool, you know? I used to play Endless Ocean a lot. I've actually recently got into it again as well, but I used to play it a lot when I was really little. And I loved the manta ray, you know, the big manta ray guy. It's just, I love them. And in Moana, the manta ray grandma, she's great. And then Mantine, oh, it's just a really bad version of a ray. But not only all this one is really, really personal. Okay, it's extremely personal because the first, I think, 4 10k eggs that I hatched when Gen 2 came to Pokemon Go, they were all Mantines. The only thing worse than walking 10 kilometers and hatching a Pokemon you don't like is walking 10 kilometers 4 times and hatching your least favorite Pokemon every single time. Oh my goodness. I'm getting too far angry with this, but it goes further. It goes further, this hatred, because I was playing Pokemon Battle Revolution with White Hot Pot, and he brought in his Mantine, which he named after me because he knows I don't like these, right? And I had a Ghastly, and not knowing what this move did, I used Mean Look. So he could not switch out this Mantine for something else. Oh, and it just constantly used Bounce and Aqua Ring, and I could never hit it because it was faster than me, I think it was, or something, because I could never hit it, and it would just constantly regain its health, and I could just not get this. Oh, it was just it's the most frustrating thing. I actually punched him because of this. Oh god, I hate Mantine so much. If I could, I would go back in time to the day Mantine was created and slap the person that created this awful thing. You know, and since then we've banned that Mantine from playing. You know, we banned anyone from playing as that Mantine in Pokemon Battle Revolution, just because of the pain that it has created within me. God, I just hate this Pokemon. It's like the Emoji Movie of Pokemon. That's like how much I hate it, and you all know how much I hate the Emoji Movie. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I'm just finished now. I'm so glad this video is finished now because I'm just so cross. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. I'm so glad I got all of that off my chest. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you a little preview of a little something I've been working on. I hope you'll enjoy this. I'll probably get it done, you know, when I come back from holiday. Yeah, just thanks for watching and peace.
Count your bones, one by one. Lie awake at night, underground, boxed and glum. Left you there for